Hey guys, thank you guys so much for checking out our second episode of our podcast. Now, it's actually termed one-on-one with STUBS121, but I am joined by two absolutely fantastic guests, which I'm going to definitely let them introduce themselves. But today, we are actually talking about Horizon Forbidden West, as well as Far Cry 6. So to start it off, let's introduce our absolutely fantastic guests. These guys reached out to me, said, hey, we would love to be a part of this. You know, let's talk about this. Let's kind of plug away and see what you guys' thoughts are. But first off, we're going to introduce Alfaphire. How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Hanging in there, man. No complaints. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Alfaphire. I play a bunch of different games. I stream on Twitch Monday, Thursday, Saturday, 5 p.m. Central. I do a lot of random streams in between. Okay. So that's a little bonus.
There we go. Very cool. What game are you currently playing right now, if any?
I'm playing World of Warcraft, the classic Burning Crusades, and League of Legends. Those are my two staples, really.
Awesome, very cool. What is your class and what race are you in World of Warcraft?
I am a Blood Elf Priest discipline.
Very cool. Nice, very nice. All right, and to introduce our next guest, we are welcoming Miss Terri as well. How are you? How are things?
Hi, I'm fantastic. Things are great. I just turned 30 and I'm loving it.
Very nice.
Happy birthday.
Welcome to the club. It's a very exclusive club, so you should be honored to join.
I am.
Very cool. Awesome. Great. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you streaming? Do you have any hobbies, things like that?
So I am a beekeeper. I actually own my own company called Hammer Hives. I rear queens. I extract any bee byproducts like honey, propolis, and beeswax. I will start streaming in the winter, but right now it's super, super busy with the bees. And my handle is BeeQueen420.
Very nice, cool. And as well, too, guys, I will include their links to either their Instagram, their Twitches, and any other social media that they have. So you guys can make sure that you follow them. I started following Terri, and awesome pictures, fantastic so far. So I'm really excited as well, too. Really excited to see your streaming eventually as well.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what game are you currently playing, which is going to bring us into what we're talking about today?
I am playing Horizon. I stumbled upon it on PS Now kind of at Christmas time. Again, I'm really busy, so I haven't played it in a little bit, but now with the new one coming out, I'm picking it up again. I'm so excited.
Very cool. What do you think about it so far?
Honestly, I absolutely love it. I'm a big Zelda fan. Breath of the Wild was just mind-blowing to me, and then I saw the cover of Horizon, and it looked kind of similar. The concept of foraging and building your equipment up, I just love to do that. Very cool. I love the colors and the whole storyline. It's just a fabulous game.
Yeah, very cool. Now, Alfaphire, have you played Horizon Zero Dawn? I know you've watched it before.
I played it pretty much when it first came out. Okay. But I had been playing Far Cry Primal the year before that. Mm-hmm. So the game kind of got a little repetitive in a sense because I just came from a game that had the same kind of features.
Yep.
It just kind of felt like Far Cry Primal with mecha skin.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Well, so to introduce a little bit about Horizon Zero Dawn, it was first released in February of 2017 on PlayStation 4, and then it was released in PC of August 2020, the Ultimate Edition, which I actually played on my channel, and you can definitely check that out as well, too. Now, Terri, are you playing the Ultimate Edition, or are you just playing the normal edition? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's just the normal edition, though.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, so the Ultimate Edition actually included the DLC as well as a couple different extra packs as well too. The DLC Frozen Wilds is a lot of fun, so I definitely recommend it. If you when you finish the game, definitely go check it out. It's a great edition as well too.
Will do.
Very cool. So it was actually developed by Guerrilla Games, who also created the Killzone series. I was a big fan of Killzone. I actually played it a lot when I was a kid with my best friend back home. The publisher, of course, is Sony Interactive Entertainment, which is why it's a PlayStation exclusive, for now at least. The director was Matthias de Jong. Producer was Lambert Volterbeek Muller, and it's considered an action role-playing game. Now, for those of you that don't know, the plot actually follows Aloy, a young hunter in a world overrun with machines who sets out to uncover her past. The use of ranged weapons, a spear, and stealth components are used to combat mechanized creatures and other enemy foes. Now, Terry, where are you actually at in this story? Like, I'm curious because I don't want to reveal too much, and I know that Alfaphire doesn't want to as well too, because I know he's watched me play it. So we want to tread lightly when it comes to that.
So I haven't gotten the epic armor yet.
Okay.
I'm only about 25% through the game.
Okay.
And my friend accidentally spoiled that one for me already.
Oh no. Oh man,
Here,
that's
I can earmuffs.
All right, that's okay. No worries. So as well too, they uses a skill tree. The player has the potential to upgrade their abilities and also receive bonuses. Now it's quite a vast map as well too. Are you still in like this is going to Terry? Are you still in the homeland where she's at right now? Or have you expanded any bit?
I've definitely expanded.
Okay.
I've been all over the place. I like to I wanted to get rid of the clouds.
Yep.
So that was my goal. So I have been traveling around quite a bit.
Okay. Very cool. So Alfaphire as well too. What, if anything, if you want to get back into this game, what is something that would draw you back into this game? Anything that you kind of pick or kind of view as something that is exciting or fascinating about the game?
I think they'd have to add some more features to the game that would really draw my interest, because it kind of feels like the same game to me that I was already playing. It just have to be some like crazy changes that would have to happen really to draw my interest. I mean, the game's amazing. The graphics are awesome. Yeah. Everything about it really piques my interest. Okay. But it's just because I've done so much of it. I'm kind of burned out on it.
Yeah, no, I totally get you. Terry, did you feel a little bit burned out when you finished Breath of the Wild, or do you think that it was a good transition straight in?
I think it was a good transition. I really, really missed Breath of the Wild. I got the whole expansion for that, and when I was out of things to do, like literally nothing left to do, I was very sad. So I was happy to find this game.
Yeah, definitely. I actually have right up above my computer, I actually have the entire Breath of the Wild map. So I'm a big fan of it as well too, and I've played pretty much every single Legend of Zelda. How about you, Alfaphire? Have you played?
No, I haven't really. That's actually like not since like way back in the beginning.
Okay. So
with Majora's Mask.
Yeah, like nothing. Yeah. Like nothing up to date, really.
Okay. But no worries
The game's timeless anyway, so.
It is. Yeah. Definitely. So the reception for Horizon Zero Dawn was overall positive, which was great. Metacritic gave the PS4 edition an 89 out of 100. They gave the PC version an 84 out of 100. IGN gave it a 9.3 out of 10, which is absolutely fantastic, and I totally agree with it. While PC Gamer gave it an 86 out of 100, and Polygon gave it a 9.5 out of 10. The Destructoid's Chris Carter cited that Aloy receiving credit for maintaining a captivating and interesting consistency in the narrative and action sequences. He lauded the focus on exploration and discovery. It grew more effective as we traversed more of the land. As well too as another commenter, basically he was remarkable for the sense of discovery, and I totally agree. It's a huge open world game, and I absolutely love it. I had so much fun actually doing this. Now, with that being said, let's finish up talking about Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's get off to Horizon Forbidden West. Now, have you guys watched the actual gameplay? Have you guys watched what was released? I think it was like a couple weeks ago.
I watched a trailer for it.
Okay.
I haven't seen gameplay in it yet, but I am very, very excited after watching that trailer.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Alfaphire?
I haven't seen anything at all.
You guys are killing me here today. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
That's all right. Well, it's actually going to be playing in the bottom right corner, so you guys can definitely watch it when you get a minute as well too. But Horizon Forbidden West continues the story of Aloy, a young huntress of the Nora tribe, sent on a quest to the arcane frontier known as the Forbidden West to find the source of the mysterious plague that kills all it affects. Now, the setting from the actual video looks like it takes place in San Francisco, which is really cool. It's set in the 31st century, which is a good number of years ahead of our time. So I'm really looking forward to it. From the trailer, what about you, Terry? What are your thoughts so far?
I'm super excited to adventure underwater.
I know, that was really cool.
Yeah, Yeah, that breathing apparatus looks
Yeah.
so badass.
That was very cool. So there were comic books that were actually released back in 2020 as well too, to kind of tie the story together between Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West as well too. I haven't actually read those, but I'm super excited. As well too, the same developers and the publishers and the directors are continuing forward as being the same team that actually worked on Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, there isn't actually a current release date as of yet, but it is coming out for PS4 and PS5. Now, Terri, are you going to pick it up right away, or are you going to wait a little while? What's your thoughts?
No, it's happening right away.
It's happening right away. I like it. Very cool. Alfaphire, what are your thoughts so far from what we're talking about? Are you interested in the game? Are you curious to know more about it? Because we're going to talk more about it, of course.
Yeah, of course. I think that, like the whole like swimming, that's pretty cool. And like coming upon new technology would be really cool.
Yep.
Like if they made it to where you could like craft more of like the old technology that they had to use on a more permanent basis.
Okay.
I feel like that could be like a really cool feature, or even the ability to like tame a small army of mechanized beasts. That would be really
be very cool. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Actually, in the original, you could actually kind of hijack a mechanized creature and use it. You could ride it. I think you could actually use it as part of like an army, which is really cool. So I definitely love that idea.
And then you can enhance your what are they called? Your skills, so that you can like forage when you're on.
Yeah.
The mech. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I totally agree too. But definitely a few things that we had taken notice of. Definitely a greater swimming capability as well too. I don't know if there's actually a whole lot of swimming in the first game, but you definitely did traverse through some water areas.
But not underwater.
Not underwater. That's really cool. I think that's a really cool idea. And I agree, the apparatus looks really cool. They also had like more swimming mechanized creatures as well too. I think they just had like a crocodile style in the first one. So, but I'm really curious to see what else they had. Now they kind of, in the original, they kind of did like a T-Rex, they did like a Stegosaurus, they did a crocodile, like cheetah. What's that?
It's a snap maw.
Snap maw, thank you. Yeah. What other creatures would you guys like to see? Like, just blow up your mind. What creatures would you like to see? Dragons would be cool.
Dragons.
Yeah, that would be way cool.
That
awesome.
would be cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe bees.
Okay, yeah, going with a bee thing. I like it. Very cool. What are your thoughts, Alfaphire?
I'd like to see like some kind of like as far as the water part goes, like a plesiosaur or something like that. That would be so cool.
So for those of you that don't, I'm going to actually post all these pictures as well too, so you guys can take a peek, see kind of what we're talking about here as well too. If you have never actually played the game, I would love to see like possibly like dogs or so, or like cats. That'd be really cool. Like maybe like pet ones. As a pet owner myself, I would love to see that. So I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, she had like a little companion animal.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So it's interesting that you mentioned that, because we're going to talk about a companion animal in Far Cry 6. Now, Alfaphire is going to take that over. He's going to talk a little bit more about Far Cry 6 when we get there. But we're still on Horizon Forbidden West for right now. As well, too, there appeared to be like a global sensor. Now, have any of you guys played Assassin's Creed by any chance?
I've only watched my friends play it.
Okay.
Which one?
Any of them. Any of them.
Yeah. I think I really fell in love with. I think it's Brotherhood.
Okay. Yep.
I loved that one.
Yeah.
And then I tried to play it, and the graphics weren't what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's all right. So in Assassin's Creed, you have something. It kind of ranges between game and game, but a lot of times it's called like Eagle Vision, which allows you to see kind of the entire area around you, where you can see like bad guys, or you can see areas that you can jump up to. They actually incorporated that into Horizon Forbidden West. It's called a global sensor. So you can basically do the same thing, and it allows you to see places where you can traverse. I think that opens up a lot of opportunity for more Ascension. It definitely did have good areas of Ascension in the original game, but I think it allows for more expansion in that regard, especially if you can climb on top of the Golden Gate Bridge, which actually takes place in the trailer, which I'm really excited for.
Cool.
So that's cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I totally agree. As well, too, something that really struck me as interesting is that there was like kind of like a finishing move. Now, games have incorporated like finishing moves or like ending moves to defeat like a baddie like all the time, maybe like a quick time event, but this wasn't a quick time event. This was an actual like finishing move. And it seems really cool. I'm really excited to see that. With that being said, what cool or interesting finishing moves would you guys like to see? Now, she uses a staff and she also uses a bow and arrow. What would you guys like to see?
Ooh.
I know, tough question. Tough question.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it at you guys today.
Man.
Some like rapid action bow and arrow shots, just like pew, pew, pew.
That'd be cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
like that idea. That's way cool. Awesome.
Maybe some pretty cool like jujitsu-esque type takedowns,
Okay.
stuff like that. Something more elaborate.
That would be
when
way
it
cool.
comes to like grappling and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool looking.
Yeah, like taking down the legs and like kind of like punching them or something
Yeah,
like that.
the leg sweep. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Great idea. Who knows? Maybe it might have it, but I'm super excited so far. We had talked about it as well too. There are new looking enemies, which I'm really excited for. And if you guys are interested, or if not, that's not the word I'm trying to say. But the landscape is absolutely gorgeous. The landscape is freaking amazing. Now you guys can see in the picture behind us, it's a little bit fuzzy. I apologize, but in the original, it was more of a the areas that you went to were a little bit more of a winter-esque theme, and this is more of a tropical, more of a warmer area. And the landscapes look absolutely gorgeous. I'm super excited for that too. More greens, more reds, more brighter colors. So I'm super excited for that. And one of my most favorite things that I noticed as well too is that you can fly down with like an umbrella.
No,
Oh, what?
that's
Yeah.
what I was hoping. I was gonna say that. Like Breath of the Wild, when you have the glider,
Yes.
it makes everything so much more accessible. It's so nice. So that's awesome.
Yeah, you can totally Mary Poppins it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Mary Poppins?
Yeah, I know, right? It looks way cool. In the
Mary
actual
Poppins, y'all.
in the actual gameplay, she like jumps down and you can see that the environment around her explode, and she just kind of like gracefully like flies down, and it's so cool. So
Cool.
I'm definitely super excited for that as well too. To mix in with that as well too, there is like a Spider-Man style. It's called a pole caster, where she can actually jump off of another building and basically Spider-Man and traverse to the next building, which is really cool. So I'm super excited for that as well too. It kind of throws in a whole lot of different ways to traverse areas, like Spider-Man cast and then Umbrella and then Spider-Man cast, and you could traverse so many terrains very, very quickly. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Everything's much more accessible now. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So with that being said as well too, I mentioned it that the setting takes place in San Francisco. Now, I don't exactly 100% know where the setting took place in the original, but what are your guys' thoughts of it actually taking place in San Francisco?
I think it's neat. I think there's relatable landmarks, right?
Okay.
That always draws people in, and people love the whole post-apocalyptic vibe when it comes to those landmarks too, I find.
Yeah, no, definitely. I totally agree.
Feels a little bit closer to home. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. With that being said, I've kind of run down a number of aspects of the gameplay footage as well as the trailer. What are your guys' thoughts so far, just me describing this before you guys have actually seen the full gameplay footage? Are you guys excited for this? Are you a little nervous about this? Like, what are your thoughts?
I'm excited. I mean,
I'm
you've
excited as
definitely
well.
covered some ground of my concern, right? The accessibility was the biggest thing in the last game. So
Yep.
like now I'm just bring it out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited as well. Man, those new features.
Oh yeah, super excited. No, I totally agree. I'm just curious to kind of see what more of the story looks like, because in the end of the actual gameplay footage, we see a giant storm take place with electricity and lightning coming down, and it really doesn't give a whole lot of idea of what is going on. And we do know that there is some sort of infection that is going by that's killing not only the mechanized animals and creatures and things like that, but as well people and the livestock as well too. So we're definitely curious to see more about where that goes in that retrospect. If you guys could pick like one villain to kind of encapsulate the whole thing, would you guys prefer it to be human-esque, or would you guys prefer it to be like AI or creature? What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, I think humans are the villains. So I feel like they should stick with that.
Okay.
Especially if they're going for, like we already destroyed the world once, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel pretty much the same way. Like villains we're the ones that created the the beasts and all that anyway.
Yep.
So I mean,
It only makes sense.
it only makes sense that we're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because we, humans were the bad guys in the original. They were the ones that created the mechanized, creatures and stuff. And there was a rogue program that accidentally caused some sort of a, destructive mechanism inside of them for basically to make them go rogue. So we, in a sense, the humans are the ones that are destroying it, which kind of leads or kind of ties into, Terri, your profession as being like a bee connoisseur, I guess I would say. You are, definitely doing everything you can to push that. It's something that you see firsthand as well too.
Yes, the humans are definitely already destroying all the things.
Yeah, we're a little rough there, people. We need to kind of tone it down a little bit. Oh yeah, no, I hear you. So I mean, Far Cry or Horizon Forbidden West, I'm super excited for it. Again, we don't have a release date as of yet, but the trailer footage looks amazing. You guys can definitely go check it out. I mean, it will be playing in the video as well too, so definitely keep your eyes tuned to that. What other questions, what other comments do you guys have before we move on to our next little bit as well too?
Not much. You pretty much covered a whole bunch of things I was concerned about. So
I'm just excited for it to come out.
Okay.
I'll probably get into it again and give it another shot and see what happens.
Now, Alfaphire, do you own the game?
Yeah, I own the game.
Okay.
I just don't play it.
I was gonna say if you didn't own it, I was gonna gift it to you like right now and like force you to play it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I don't have it on PC. I have it on my PlayStation 4 though.
Oh, okay. All right, then I can't gift it to you. I was gonna say if it was PC, then I would totally gift it to you right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably play PC next time though.
That sounds good. I mean, it is coming out for PS4 as well too, so you do have that opportunity to still snag it as well. So, are you playing it on PlayStation 4 as well too, there, Terri?
I am, but I just got a PS5 for my birthday.
What?
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
So jealous. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. How did you snag one, or how did your
my husband?
Oh, okay,
my
there we go.
husband just his mom bought a few, I guess, a while ago, and
bought a few?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy
She's
cow.
a saleswoman.
That'll do it for you. That'll do it. Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm super jealous then. I mean, I've never been a PlayStation fan, I would say. Like I only played PlayStation 2, but I've always been like an Xbox person or a PC now. So I would totally pick up a PlayStation 5 just to play this game. As well as the new God of War game as well too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know, I'm super excited for that. Awesome, perfect. So, with that being said, let's move on to our next topic, which is Far Cry 6. Now, Alfaphire, I'm going to let you kind of take over a little bit on this because you did a ton of research in regards to this, and I'm super excited to see what you have to say so far.
So yeah, Far Cry 6 is it's a storyline that's based in Cuba. It's like a fictional town they created, Yara. The capital city is called Esperanza, which might be a foreshadowing of the future because Esperanza in English means hope.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. But the story's like there's an uprising of the people to overthrow the violent dictator.
Okay.
His name is Aston Castillo, who ruled for 50 years.
Wow,
and
that's a long time.
He's just not a really good guy. So
that's a good way to put it.
Everyone's trying to take him down, and he's got the military and everything involved to kind of keep the people down, and people are getting tired of it. So it's time to do something about it, right?
Oh yeah, no, I totally hear you. Now, Terri, have you ever played a Far Cry game?
No.
No, that's all right. That's perfectly fine because the nice thing about Far Cry games is that they're generally not like a direct sequel to each other. They're on Far Cry 6, but it doesn't mean that there's any relation to Far Cry 5 that we know of as of yet. But that may change. Oh. Yeah. So even if you're walking into it for your first time for Far Cry 6, definitely, you're not missing anything in that regard. Far Cry 5 did actually release a sequel called New Dawn. as well. It was a direct sequel to it. Did relatively well as compared to the Far Cry 5. That's the only known sequel that I know, actually. Every single one of them has been its own story as well, too. Far Cry 6, the storyline is based in Cuba, like Alfaphire had said, the capital city of Esperanza, which may be a foreshadowing of the future, as he stated as well, too, signifying that the idea is possibly of hope. Now, this hope idea is possibly that, as Alfaphire was saying, that things are going to change, things are looking up, hopefully, and that people are starting to kind of get tired of, the aspects of this kind of regime over top of everybody. Anton Castillo, who has ruled for 50 years with an iron fist, maintains or hopes to maintain that same idea of kind of that aggressive, non-accepting, tolerant that he is of other people. Which is really cool in Far Cry 6, though, is that you can actually play as a male and a female, which was a great idea because they had never actually introduced a female character. It's always been a male character. Now, what are your guys' thoughts on that? I mean, Terry? Definitely. Are you?
Yeah, 100%. I think female characters are badass. Like, look at Alloy.
I couldn't agree more. I totally agree. It's nice to see female characters being of the same rank as male characters, as they certainly should. They're actually getting their own spotlight. They're actually getting their own game, solo games, which is fantastic. I mean, I look back all the way to Perfect Dark, which was a female-led assassin, which was amazing. That was so cool, and that was back in the Nintendo 64 era. So that, as well as the classic, the original Samus Aran, which kind of, nobody really knew was a female until you actually beat the game, and that was huge. That blew the minds of everybody. That blew the minds of guys all over the place that this female could kick ass. Of course she could kick some ass. Yeah. What are your thoughts, Alfaphire?
I really like it. I feel like they should probably, maybe on the next one, add some customization where you can just completely customize from top to bottom your character going forward.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
That's a great idea.
Yep. No, that's way cool. Kind of make it like a little bit more RPG style in that sense as well, too. So that's way cool. I would love to, though, since you're a big Zelda fan there, Terry, I'd love a solo game of just Zelda.
Right? I was going to mention that. I was like, they should do this for Zelda.
Yeah, no, they totally should. I mean, you got a chance to play her in Super Smash Bros. As well as Hyrule Warriors, but she never actually got her own outing, and it's always Link that has to go save her.
Yeah.
It still kind of holds on to that trope of there's a princess, and the princess is in another castle, you have to go save her.
Yeah.
But hopefully, who knows? I mean, I think it would do absolutely fantastic to have her own solo adventure. I
agree.
Yeah, totally.
Me too.
So the main character of Far Cry 6 is Dani Rojas. Interesting note, I'm reading over Alphaphire's notes, is that she has a tattoo of a domino on her left hand, which could be a shout out to Cuba, as dominoes are a national pastime game. Just about everybody over there plays it. Now that's a really good callback to the actual Cuban culture, which is really cool to see. There'll also be non-violent activities in the game like dominoes. Now, have you guys seen the trailer for it, or come across any information about it as well too?
Sorry. I've seen like some of the other activities in it. I can't say for sure, but you see a bunch of people standing kind of like in a circle, holding roosters. So there might be some rooster fighting as well. So we'll see.
Oh no!
If that's one of the non-violent activities.
That is not good. We don't want that to happen.
It could be part of a story or something. We'll see.
It could be. Yeah, a good save right there. I totally agree with you on that one. Awesome. All right. So there's also as well too. There's cool trinkets that you can put on your weaponry. The map hints that they may have a huge world on our hands, which is great because we just got finished talking about another open world game, and we're going to get right into another open world game, which is really cool as far as that aspect. Now, do you guys prefer open world games, or do you guys prefer games that are very straightforward, very linear-esque games?
Open world all the way.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. The reason
I like to go where I want.
I know, right? The reason I ask is because a lot of games still hold on to that same trope of being very linear. Now, when I look at one of my favorite games of all time is God of War series. It's very linear. It's very, you go here, you go here, as well too as I'm a big Gears of War fan, and that's very linear as well too. Oh, okay, perfect. I love it. That is very linear. So as far as like open world games, like RPGs, I'm not great at it because I'll go like, okay, gonna go here, and then like, ooh, shiny object, let's keep going.
Yeah. You just lose track of your objective, right?
Exactly. You guys prefer?
I like getting lost.
Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, you guys prefer open world games. Why?
Because I like getting lost. I like being able to do my own thing, and I like, interacting with different little side missions and different little characters, and it's nice. Sometimes you get stuck when you're trying to do the story, right? You need to take a break and be able to do something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to go out in the world and see like all the like different landscapes and stuff that they've created.
Yeah.
I used to play Breath of the Wild just to go stand on top of a cliff and watch the sunrise with the music, you know?
Yes. No,
you totally go try to like wall jump up a mountain or something, try to find the edge of the game and sneak through to see what's on the other side. Like
do
all the game breaking things, all that stuff.
Awesome. Yeah, no, totally. I totally agree. Now, I'm currently playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and that's a huge open world game. And I think the first time that I had actually played, I had just basically climbed up a mountain, and I had done the same thing that you had said, Terry, just kind of look out and see everything. And I'm pretty sure I just sat there for like 5 minutes and just was in awe of everything. And the art style that so many of these amazing producers and directors do, as well as the art team, is phenomenal. I mean, it puts you in awe. It puts you in absolute amazement of what they can and can't do.
So I actually have, it's the compendium that the artist who made, not Breath of the Wild, I think it was Twilight Princess. So I got a special edition with this book, and it showed all of the concepts that led them to their final decision of the character. And it was just mind blowing.
Oh, that's
the creative genius behind these games.
That is awesome. That's really cool. I like that. Very nice. So talking a little bit more about Far Cry 6, developers have confirmed that this will be a co-op game, and progress will be saved for everyone involved, not just the host. Now, do you guys play a whole lot of co-op games? What are your guys' thoughts on that? Like, I'm a big co-op fan just because I like having more people there and more friends as well too. Do you guys like doing your own adventure? Do you guys like being a lone wolf? Is that you? What is your thoughts on that?
I like to play with friends.
Yeah.
I like friends.
I typically like to play by myself in games like these. That's just my play style. No distractions. Don't have to wait on somebody because they're picking up some loot or something like that. Like, I want to
foraging the plant.
All right, very cool, awesome. All right, everyone. So we took a quick break because I wanted to show everyone my awesome cat, which is totally blending into the background. This is Gaston. He doesn't know what's going on.
Why?
That's all right. He's been meowing at me like every 5 seconds, trying to just get some attention. So I got to finish this up, but we'll play in a little bit, all right? Sound good? And then I'll give you lots of treats. All right, cool. So to kind of keep going back what we were saying here, guys, he totally just meowed at me as well, too. So
I heard that.
So to keep going what we were saying, we were just talking about gorgeous landscapes and how we really like open world games, or at least these two awesome people do. To reiterate too, I'm speaking with Terri today as well as Alfaphire. You guys can definitely check out their Instagrams, their Twitches, when Terri does start streaming, that is. But yeah, you guys can definitely check them out. I'll include the links. But we're going to keep going because we're talking about Far Cry 6, and I'm super excited because I'm really, really excited for this game. Now, to elaborate a little bit more on the actual story, there's been this regime that's been going on, like Alfaphire was saying, for 50 years, and these guerrillas, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, are basically trying to destroy everything that Anton has built. Anton Castillo is the bad guy. They're just kind of sick of it. They're just kind of tired of this regime that's put them down, that's just not been in a good place. There's a lot of really cool additions with the actual game as well too. Now, if I pick it up, I'm probably just going to pick up the normal edition. It's just normally $60. Have either one of you guys picked up a collector's edition of a game, or an expansion of a game, or you guys just basically picked up the normal version of the game?
I've done
of any game at all.
I've done like deluxe editions of World of Warcraft, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that the Twilight Princess spray where it came with the compendium and it came with the soundtrack and
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's awesome. That's way cool. Sorry, I keep staring at my cat. He's like looking at me like, are you gonna play with me yet? Like, come on, this is not cool. I actually have never picked up an expansion or a deluxe edition game. I've always just picked up the normal expansion or the normal game as well too. I don't have any of those really cool booklets that you guys are talking about that I totally wish I now did. Oh wait, no, scratch it. I do. I have Breath of the Wild's one. I got it at Walmart the day after Black Friday, and they forgot to take the tag off, and I still picked it up. So I was super happy about that. So I actually do have that. I have the full book of the Breath of the Wild, so I'm really, really excited. So with that being said, because I was just talking about my pet, you can actually get pets in Far Cry 6, which is really cool. You can actually get Chorizo, who is this puppy that is in a wheelchair. Yeah, I was a little bit shocked when I saw that. It happens at the end of the game. He just like, or at the end of the gameplay footage, the trailer. It's like Far Cry 6, pick it up October 7th, which I'm really excited for. And then all of a sudden the puppy comes out and he's in this little wheelchair and he's like, burr, burr, burr.
that is so cute.
He's really cute too.
He really is. And I was like, oh my gosh. And
Getting the game just for that.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm gonna get that deluxe edition just so I can play with Chorizo. The other animal that we know that you can currently get, which is a total 180, is a gold tooth crocodile or alligator named Guapo. So
Guapo, isn't that
handsome?
Yeah.
I love it. It makes me so happy. But it's a complete 180 from the puppy to an alligator, a gold tooth
with a gold tooth.
Yeah. Now, if you guys could have any animal as a pet to be your companion in a game, what would you guys pick and why?
A giant bee.
A giant bee. Okay.
Just a giant bee that I could ride.
Okay. Very cool.
Probably like a giant cat of some kind. Even though I don't do cats.
I was gonna say, even though you're not a big fan of cats. Okay.
Like a lion or tiger.
Liger.
Even a liger.
A liger. Oh my God. Is that Napoleon Dynamite?
No, they're real.
They're real.
Are they really? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was like a thing from Napoleon Dynamite. Wow, I'm totally showing my age right now.
No, they're a real thing.
I didn't know that they were actually real. Wow, holy cow! I need to do some more research.
I think it only goes one way though. Like it's either like a tiger female or a lion female. It only works one way, I think, and the liger can't reproduce.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So it's a one and done kind of thing.
It's a one and done.
It's a male lion and a female tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean.
And
okay.
it only works that way.
Wow, that's interesting. I need to look this up. I've never.
And
they're
they're absolutely huge. Oh my goodness,
Are
their
they real?
heads. Yeah, their heads are they're massive creatures.
Oh my gosh, that whole rainbow that comes across that says "the more you know."
Did you say 8 feet?
8 feet? No way.
Yeah.
8 feet.
Oh, okay. There's also a tiger male and a lion female make a tigon.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So.
And they're not
know
nearly
about
as
that
big.
We're totally playing God here.
So
the
the
liger
liger
is like up to 900 pounds.
900 pounds, and it's 8 feet long. That's crazy.
Wow.
I think
Tasty.
Lady Dimitrescu could still take it, I think.
Oh my gosh. That is insane, guys. Holy cow. Well, since we went off on that totally amazing tangent, let's get back to the actual game. So there are 6 versions that you can pick up, all the way from the standard edition, which is the normal edition, just comes with the game, to the collector's edition, which includes the game, the season pass, the ultimate edition, and the collector's edition, which has an entire booklet. You get a specialized weapon, as well as specialized, I think, garments or outfit as well too, which is really cool. I mean, that's kind of what you have, and I think that is set at $120. I'm not 100% sure, but if you're a diehard Far Cry fan, you definitely want to pick that version up as well too. With that being said, though, Far Cry 6 looks to be a whole lot of fun, and I'm super excited to play it. How about you guys?
I'm very excited for it.
Okay.
I think I might have to try it.
There we go. Very cool. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe try Far Cry 5 or Far Cry 4. Those games are a lot of fun, as well too. Which is really a lot of fun, is that there's multiple endings. So that's really interesting. One of the cool aspects that they'd actually brought into Far Cry 4, which is one of my most favorite games, and the game can actually end within the first 10 minutes if you do a certain thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
I don't want to reveal.
That's no fun.
I don't want to reveal anything, but if you guys play it, you guys might pick up on it. But you can end the game within 10 minutes.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's no fun.
I know. And then I think Far Cry 5 did the same thing, where you can end it within like 6 minutes or something like that. You don't actually beat the whole story, but it basically creates a whole new storyline, and you can just finish the whole game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as well too, another cool perk that they included with Far Cry 6 is the use of rocket packs on basically that you can carry with you. They're basically your like last ditch resort. If you get trapped in a firefight, if you get surrounded by enemies, you can actually fire these off. There's multiple different ones. One of them is actually that you can fire off mortars that kind of explode everywhere around you and basically give you an easy way out if you ever feel like you're trapped. One of the cool weapons that they're actually introducing that I'm really looking forward to is you can use a CD launcher. So you can actually use like CD discs and shoot them at enemies. Which I'm
the CD launcher looks pretty cool. It's
Right for the jugular.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Just going for it. I'm super excited for that too.
It's kind of like the saw launcher from Far Cry 5.
Yes. Yep.
The cool thing about the CD launcher is that every time you shoot it, it plays like a clip of the Macarena.
Yeah, it's so cool. I know. I'm so excited for that.
That's awesome.
The moment I saw that, I was like, I have to have this. Oh man, that's so cool. It's actually interesting because I don't know if you guys had ever played it, but it was an Xbox exclusive. Sunset Overdrive actually had a CD launcher as well too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It kind of, harpers back to old Ratchet and Clank games where they had some of the most unique weapons that they had. Like one of my favorite weapons was the disco launcher. You would basically shoot a disco ball in the air and all of your enemies would start basically like discoing
Do the disco.
the whole time. And I think that was really cool. So I'm really excited to see how these different weapons like come in, into it and where it actually takes the story. So yeah, that kind of covers everything when it comes to Far Cry 6, unless anybody else wanted to talk about anything more interesting about Far Cry 6. Alphafire, you got any thoughts?
So like if you watch like the gameplay, there's some videos out there that you can watch some gameplay. And if you when they're going around a certain corner, there's this wall that has some graffiti on it that depicts Aston kind of like puppeteering 5 other people,
Really?
which you could speculate that those would be like 5 mini bosses that you'd have to defeat before Aston himself. So that's pretty cool if they have those extra bosses in there.
Yeah, definitely. That is really cool. I'm glad you picked up on that because you picked up on a lot more things that I actually didn't pick up. I was just more like jaw dropped, like super excited. But you picked up on the Domino's part as well to the ability to play as a female, which was really cool. But you picked up on a lot of things that I didn't really catch. So I'm really thankful that you had actually found that information.
Yeah, I watched the gameplay trailers and stuff like that, and like kind of like almost like a conspirator or something like that. I was like reading into the newspapers that were like flying around in the background. I'd pause it and like
I love looking at stuff like that.
yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that it's kind of like foreshadowing if you look into it and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I did a bunch of that, and it's got a lot of stuff. There's one picture, and this might be another pet. This is why I brought up the Liger thing earlier. There's a picture of a cat. It's like a puma or like a jaguar, some kind of smaller cat, but still large enough to do a lot of damage.
Okay.
And then maybe the rooster might be a pet too.
Oh no,
so
I'm so scared.
that'd be pretty cool. Just have all these pets following you everywhere.
Right.
You've got like an army of pets to aid you in your quest.
Holy cow, yeah, that would be crazy. I could just see someone walk in with like 3 roosters and just kick everybody's butt.
If they're anything like the chickens from Zelda, watch out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree. Oh my gosh, those things are terror. Those will end your day. Oh my gosh, wow. So to recap, we covered some Horizon Forbidden West. We don't have a date yet of when it's going to be released, but we are super excited. I got to get Alfaphire back into this game so he can be as excited as Terry and I are. We also covered Far Cry 6, which will be released October 7th, 2021. So we are all very excited for that. We got to get, Alfaphire and I got to get Terry into that game. So we got some homework between the three of us here, guys, to get all of us back into these games.
Yeah.
But with that being said, guys, do you guys have any last minute things that you guys want to talk about? Any tips, tricks, anything like that? Or just a quick plug for anything? All right.
I don't have anything.
Very cool. So Alfaphire, where can this amazing audience find you as far as your streaming?
They can find me on Twitch. That's pretty much the only place that you can find me really is on Twitch.
Okay.
Twitch.tv/Alfaphire. Or not, Alfaphire.
Very cool. Terry, how about you as well too? What is your Instagram?
So my Instagram is HammerHives. I also have Facebook, and I do have a website, www.hammerhives.com. And eventually, follow me on Twitch, BQueen420. I'll be streaming COD, Rocket League, some Horizon, and hopefully Zelda when it comes out.
Awesome.
But they're going to make us wait.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I will be sure to include all of their different social media accounts as well too, where you guys can find them, and definitely hit these guys up. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our second podcast. It has been an absolute honor to have you guys here. So thank you guys for your amazing thoughts, your great ideas, fantastic conversation as well too. So thank you guys so much. It has been a pleasure to have you guys both on here.
No worries. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Definitely.
Remember to be kind, everybody. Be nice.
There we go. Very cool. I like it. So like we always say whenever we finish up any video, don't forget to be awesome and don't forget to love, because hell, we could always use it, and we will be sure to catch you guys on the next podcast. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.
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 And